Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. We finally decided to hit 100 subscribers. Next is going to be hopefully 500. Honestly, we're doing these milestones pretty quick. After all, we've only been here for 6 months and we've already gotten the first one done. Hopefully though, y'all join me as we go through this completely crazy wild ride. I'll go ahead and explain what this video is going to be. It is every single video on my channel. We're going to be starting out with our gaming such as COD, Warzone, BO6, Minecraft, and then we're going to be transitioning over into the weird laws and legendary historical figures, so y'all can skip around if y'all would like. I don't think y'all should watch this all in one go. It's probably going to be pretty long, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. If y'all are new here and this is your first time seeing me, please subscribe. Please check out my other content. I do make a variety of stuff, and if you comment down below anything particular you want to see, I've been pretty good at trying my best to kind of make content to comments. Bye, y'all.
A few moments later.
Did of doing the video of, hey, I only got like a fourth of this done. You know, I failed. Got to do another world like I've done 3 previous times because I'm very bad at this game. I just said, you know what? I'm not giving up. I took the seed of the world and just went right back into this. And by day, I want to say it was 30, I already had diamond armor. And I have rushed all my advancements just to get back to building this project. So. Okay, quick disclaimer. These jokes were made with me and a buddy of mine who's a Marine. We have completely broken humors. For anyone wondering, or if you watched the last video, the Marine that I'm talking about is my buddy Jew. He is, unfortunately, due to audio issues, not going to be heard through this video, so it's just me. However, he's kind of the reason why the whole Diddy's Mansion became a thing for this video. Simply because I was wondering whose mansion it was and trying to figure out, you know, the storyline. But unfortunately, we don't know the storyline because I haven't been really paying attention, and he just said it in a one-off joke, and it just became kind of the theme of this video. Which unfortunately, at the end of this video, it ends up with me ending it early. You'll see it. However, the reason why was because this was recorded before I had to go to work. So if you enjoyed this video, please share it around, give it a like, hit the subscribe button. There's probably going to be a lot more, and hopefully I can get, you know, the audio for him to be working in videos. That way y'all can start hearing him more in videos. He unfortunately doesn't have a channel. However, I'm also in the description going to link Grandpa, who's another friend of mine, Limitless Night. So y'all can go over there to him and hit the subscribe button for him. And only about 0.4% of people that watch me are actually subscribed. So if we could change that, it'd be greatly appreciated. I know sometimes my content's not really the best of quality. However, that is going to be changing here soon, hopefully. Alright. Well, I'll see you on the next one. Hope everyone has a good day. We gotta make sure Grandpa doesn't go. Oh god, we really don't want to go to Diddy's party mansion. Diddy, we're home. I brought you a clean and fresh Jew. Look! Jew, this is the last Diddy victim right here. Let's... He hasn't ate in months. Alright, so what we got over here? 56 is like amazing.
Maybe he's hiding. Either way, I'm finding out.
Oh yeah, there's Molotovs over here. My freaking... Ah! What? Jew? There's a bunch of people covered in baby oil coming after me. I don't... Stay away! They leave puddles! This proves that Diddy did it. Diddy did it. Ooh, yeah, okay. Ah! Jew! You left me! Alright, I'm stuck in a corner. I'm stuck in a corner at Diddy's Mansion. This is not good. Someone help me! Ah! Run away! No, Diddy, you cannot have me! No! He's right in my face!
Hey, phrasing!
Diddy's right in my face.
Two heads and
No, I killed Diddy.
Tear them to pieces.
Here comes the baby old survivors. Ah, they're on me.
Hey, phrasing!
Oh, and I'm stuck. Oh Lord. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Okay, real quick, 5 seconds. Just want to say like, subscribe, and share this to your friends, please. Okay, back to your regular scheduled program. Hey, everyone, welcome back to New Plays. Jeez, how long has it been? It's been like, well, let me see here, 14 days. Jesus, I'm sorry. I've been trying my best to keep on with the new games, you know, completely new reactions, stuff like that. Well, guess since we're back, allow me to welcome y'all to my legit worst nightmare. And even worse, my friend's wet dream, Outlast Trials. Now, if you've never played this game, great. If you have, I'll go ahead and apologize in advance. So first thing first is a small little good bit of knowledge going into this, you know, just to, you know, keep you entertained and know what's going to happen. I don't do horror games. Absolutely hate horror games, okay? Yes, you heard that right. Me. Don't do horror games. However, these two people, yeah, these two, they love them with a passion. All right. So they talked me into getting this game and doing this, which let me say this game can be hilarious. For example, or some of the scariest stuff to me.
You my mommy? Fuck me? You're gonna stay.
So what happens when three idiots do a trial? Simple. This. But first, warning, the trials and content shown in this video are a part of a video game from 2024 and have very triggering things to them, and the lore of said game may be too offensive or triggering for certain audiences. Continue at your own risk. So what's first? I know Escalation Trials would be a perfect place. Quick explanation, just stay real quick. If you want to skip, you can jump to the current timestamp shown to start with absolutely no knowledge of what's going to be happening. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you stayed perfect, so Escalation Trials is basically we're starting on the lowest difficulty. The only issue is that we have absolutely nothing. We don't have any of our perks that we get. We have absolutely none of the other things that are supposed to be with us. All we get is one rig and one perk. That is it. That's what we start. A rig basically being a special ability that happens about every so often. In the given beginning part here, you're going to see me choosing my rig, which is basically the healing, and then a random special ability. Well, with that being said, here's the first trial of me, Booterlicious, and Jim.
When unfortunate children won't care for themselves, it is our duty to force the nipple of benevolence between the clenched teeth of ingratitude.
We only gotta find one more. I got the third one.
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. Come Monday, I got a gun raised, suicidal do or die until hump day. Then I go right back at it like an automatic. More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. I need a shrink, I'm gone. More time keeps passing, no watch, no thoughts at all. Just a hat, new era. Rep my P's and those O's. Need a Phillies with the orange and black to feel home. From Citizens Bank back to Camden Yards. It's a tale of two cities, and trust we go hard. Trust we go hard, yes we go hard. You said we go hard, I said we go hard. Rocking my Bob Cousy, stocking up on the loose. The lyrics come easy, but the life is a doozy. And yes, I'm choosy, and no, I won't settle, but I still take pop off over that kettle. Cause I'm talking bigger picture, and yes, I'm gonna hit you with the... No.
Ladies and gentlemen, did y'all know that there's actually a law right now in Georgia that limits how you can eat your fried chicken? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you all about it. See, we're going all the way to Gainesville, Georgia, specifically in 1961, where there's a law being passed limiting how you can eat your fried chicken. You cannot eat it with a fork. Why was this passed? Well, simple. Gainesville, Georgia wanted to be known as the poultry capital of the world. Now, if y'all are wondering, was there anything to happen with this law? Actually, yes. 2 arrests. The first one was actually Colonel Sanders. He was arrested in 1977 with a rehearsed arrest. Now, in 2009, there was another person, 91-year-old Jenny Detrick. She was pardoned, though, by the mayor because of it and was actually crowned a poultry princess. It was actually her birthday, I believe, when it happened. So it's pretty funny how that whole story is. So, if this is new to you and you didn't know anything about it and it's interesting to you, drop me a follow and tell me where you want me to look for weird laws at next. Bye, y'all. Marshalltown, Iowa made probably the weirdest laws, and it's completely hilarious. They basically made it illegal for horses to eat fire hydrants. Now, if you're wondering what the actual thing says, it prohibits tying of horses in ways that lets them bite, eat, or damage fire hydrants, poles, or trees. Now, in case you are wondering, there was a little bit of local lore to this. Basically, the horses either A, got bored and just decided to start gnawing on a fire hydrant, or B, they mistaked it for something called a salt lick and just tried defiring one of these fire hydrants. Now, in case you're wondering when this passed, it was 1937. So, yeah, if y'all didn't know that, drop me a follow. Also, comment down below where y'all want me to search for weird laws next. I'm actually kind of enjoying all of these. Bye, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for another episode of Weird Laws with Bear. Now, on today's episode, we're actually going all the way to Pittsburgh. Why are we going to Pittsburgh? Because of this comment right here. Now, if y'all want me in the next one, please just leave a comment out of whatever city, whatever state, or country, really. But we're going to Pittsburgh. Specifically, we're going to 1859, when the city council decided to introduce its first horse-drawn, later cable trolley system. Now, in case you're wondering, what is the law? It basically says it is illegal to bring a donkey or mule onto a trolley. They specifically had to make this law. Now, if you try to search it up, unfortunately, there's not really going to be any actual law. It was actually a city council that did this. But if you do search up donkeys and trolley law for Pittsburgh, you are going to find some stuff. Oh, and another thing. It was very hard to choose for Pittsburgh because, believe it or not, here's some honorable mentions, right? sleep on a fridge outdoors. That's illegal. Oh, and then there's no ice cream in back pockets. Now, I'm actually going to make this kind of a two-part because the ice cream one needs to be explained. So, the reason why it is illegal to have ice cream in your back pocket in Pittsburgh, and the reason why it's supposedly not supposed to happen, is because that was a way for thieves to steal horses. But yeah, no ice cream in back pockets for Pittsburgh. Bye, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for another Weird Laws with Bear. Now, we're actually going to Ohio because of this comment here. If you want a specific state, city, or country, you can leave a comment and I'll try to get to it as quick as possible. Now, the reason we are currently going to Ohio, and let me say it was very hard to choose just one, because there was actually a couple for Ohio. For example, no whale fishing on Sunday, even though it's a landlocked state. The out of gas fine in a certain city. 5 women house rule. Yes, that's one. But I decided to go with one specifically labeled no getting your fish drunk. Now, in case you're wondering exactly what the rule states, it says, no person shall take, catch, injure, or kill wild animal or destroy the habitat thereof in any waters of the state by means of quicklime, electricity, or explosives, or poisonous substance. Now, by poisonous substance, they mean poison, but they also mean things like alcohol. Now, the reason why this was made was because a lot of people were known for doing not so great things to try and catch fish. This also kind of came into effect to kind of stop the illegal dumping of certain substances into the waters of Ohio. Now, if y'all didn't know this, please give me a follow. Leave a comment for the next place I should do, and I'll try to get back with y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for another episode of Weird Laws with Bear. Now, where are we going today? Well, this comment right here says we're going to Oklahoma. And when I was going to Oklahoma, I decided what could be their strangest law. And the naming of this one is very strange. It says no horse tipping or bear wrestling. And in my head, I'm going bear wrestling. Why are we going up against bear wrestling? You know, Killer Bear's my name. It's very strange. So this was actually done in 2014. This is actually the newest law that I've covered. It was basically put in for animal cruelty in rodeos and exhibitions. In case you're wondering what the fines are, it's a $2,000 fine or a year in jail, which I believe is kind of linear. You know, it probably needs to be a little bit more, especially against animal cruelty. Now, there's actually conflicting results. I did say 2014. That's kind of, I believe, when it got updated, because it was actually part of the 1996 legislature. Now, what exactly does it say? Well, there's a bunch of different parts to it. And as you can see here, it's definitely a lot. But basically, there's a lot of things about no bear substances. I mean, you can't give a bear a bunch of substances. You're not able to train a bear for bear wrestling. You're not able to make alterations for the bear. You're not allowed to get people into shows where there's going to be any horse tripping or bear wrestling. There's not any, basically covering all the bases of horse tripping and bear wrestling exhibitions. In case you're wondering what bear alterations are, it's removing their teeth, removing their claws, giving them things like alcohol to make it where they're not going to be able to function as a bear. So yeah, if y'all didn't know this, hit the follow. I definitely say look into this law. Okay, bye y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legendary Historical Figures. Today we're going to be talking about this person right here. You don't know who this is? This is Charles Bronson. His real name was Michael Peterson. He was born December 1952. Now, he actually later named himself Charles Bronson, which we'll get to that. However, he now goes by Charles Salvador. He actually changed in 2014 to symbolize a man of peace. So let's talk about how this guy basically became known for being the most known criminal. Has a 2009 film starring Tom Hardy, that's right, Venom, and is actually probably the strangest artist to ever be existing. Alright, so he first got incarcerated in 1974 for armed robbery. In 1975 to 1978, he had multiple attacks on guards and prisoners alike. He got released in 1987 because of that and got really into bare knuckle boxing, which if he was out now, son tells me he would have completely ran the divisions. And it was actually during this time that he would get the name Charles Bronson because of his promoter. And believe it or not, he's named after the actor. Yeah, the same one that made The Death Wish. January 7th, 1988, he would rob a jewelry shop and would be arrested. He would then get released in 1992, and 53 days later, would be arrested again for conspiracy to rob, which would actually get him 8 years. In 1994, he held a deputy governor and others hostage in Belmarsh prison. In 1999, he held a prisoner educator hostage for 44 hours. Because of this, he is still currently locked away, and he's had 8 parole requests denied, and as of mid-2025, he is actually preparing for his 9th. Now, something I need to mention. In 1990, he actually got introduced to basically art. He got started into drawing, which many of his artworks have actually sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's raised, let me see here, he's raised tens of thousands of dollars for charity, has won 11 Coastler Trust Awards? I don't know how to pronounce it. He's made dozens of books, he's done poetry, he's been in countless interviews, and in 2009 there was a film called Bronson made starring Tom Hardy, which, in case you are wondering, Tom Hardy and Bronson actually met. Bronson loved Tom Hardy, saying, "I honestly believe nobody on planet could play me as Tom did. He is more me than I am." In fact, he loved it so much he shaved off his mustache for it to be a prop in the movie. And actually, because of this, Tom Hardy's not allowed to go to the prison anymore because he loved him that much. So yeah, if y'all didn't know about this, please sub, follow, leave a like, share around, and let me know another person we should talk about. Bye, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legendary Historical Figures. Today we're going to be talking about Simo Häyhä. I've watched the video, that's how you pronounce it. But if y'all need his more badass name, it's the White Death. He was born December 17th, 1905. He completed his first military service in 1925, serving in the bicycle battalions and civil ground. So yeah, as you can see, he was kind of used to being in military. In case you're wondering what he's most known for and how he got the name the White Death, is because he's a Finnish sniper. He gained his strong marksmanship from hunting and competitions. He could actually hit targets up to 200 meters 16 times a minute. November 30th, 1939, the Soviets had ended up invading, so he re-enlisted. He dressed in all white and went solo in negative 40 degrees Celsius weather. All he had on him was a Finnish M28-30 with no scope and a Suomi KP I-31 for close range. And he was most known for the way that he held his breath. See, with that negative temperature, if you breathe, you could see your own breath. What he would do is he would take snow and he would eat some of it to make sure his mouth was the same temperature as his surroundings, so there would be no way for his breath to be seen. Not only that, he would also take the snow and pack it around his barrel to hide his muzzle flash. In case you're wondering, by December 22nd of 1939, he would end up with a record of 138 kills. 138 kills by December 22nd, 1939. He had 199 by January 26, 1940, 259 by March 7th, 1940, which was actually where he would kind of be wounded because a explosive round would shoot him in the jaw. He was actually left for dead, and he would actually wake up on March 13th. He awoke in a pile of bodies. So 6 days later, he awoke and then would have to be given surgery to put back his face. So this was him beforehand. This was him after. In case you're wondering what he would end with, it would be 500 kills. He would get promoted to second lieutenant and decorated with the Finnish Cross of Liberty, Medal of Liberty, and the Kola Cross. He would end up retiring to a farm for dog breeding and moose hunting in 1961, and he would pass away in April 1st, 2002 at 96 years old. And believe it or not, his tactics are still taught to armies today. And there's actually a book with his tactics in it. So yeah, if y'all didn't know about this, please sub, follow, leave a like, share around, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.